professional boxing. Tonight we complete the trilogy. Alvarado Rios 3 being proudly presented to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated in association with La Cerveza Tecate con Carácter and being broadcast worldwide on TopRank.com. Tonight's bouts are being sanctioned by the Colorado State Boxing Commission. Commissioners in attendance are William Amardis, Dr. Gene Bowles, Ryan Frazier, Raymond Garcia, Richard Morales, Eric Morgan, and Dr. Steven Traina. The executive director is Joseph Mason. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin the evening with this bout scheduled for a limit of 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. The 3 judges are Tyrone Short, Gene McAvoy, and Steve Waldman. The man in charge, referee Stephen Blea. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing black with white trim. He weighed in officially at 151 pounds. This evening, he becomes a professional. Fighting out of Kearney, Nebraska, Luis Marquez. His opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing silver trunks with blue trim. He weighed in at 152 pounds. And he enters an undefeated professional with 2 victories. Both of his victories coming by way of KO. Fighting out of Toronto, Canada, Zsolt, the Phenom Daranyi.
So the referee, Stephen Blea, calls them into the center of the ring. 10-point must scoring system.
Okay,
Standing
gentlemen,
8
we went
count.
over all the rules in the locker room. I expect a nice, clean fight. We're going to determine this bout line. This is his bout line. I don't want to see anything below there. This is his, nothing there, nothing behind. Any questions? Let's touch him up. Let's take care of this business. Let's go.
3 knockdown rule is in effect. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. So we're set to go here. In case of an accidental foul, here we go to the scorecards after 3 rounds.
Luis Marquez win his professional debut here, Colonel. And I think I'd hate to make my professional debut facing a guy that stands about 5 inches taller than me.
Yeah, especially a guy that has a good, solid amateur background. He's got a 63-4 record. He began winning championships in 2006. In 2013, he became both the champion of Hungary and Canada at 147 pounds, and this is contested at 154. So let's see how it unfolds. I went and talked to Luis Marquez right before the fight, and he said, I'm not nervous. He said, I'm excited. I'm a fighter, and I want to fight.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw him take a very big, deep breath in his corner, and he looked a little nervous to me by the time he got up there in the ring.
How could you help it be? But he gets off a decent right hand, does Marquez against Zsolt Daranyi. Oh, big shot! Nailed hard! This fight should be all over. Oh, no, he gives him the same as a knockdown. That's it. The fight is all over. So Luis Marquez feels the power of Zsolt Daranyi before the seats get warm in the auditorium here at the First Bank Center in Broomfield.
Well, he took a terrible blow there. A couple of them, Colonel. He really got smashed. And it's an unsuccessful pro debut and a painful one for Luis Marquez here to start his professional career. Meantime, Zsolt Daranyi looks like he might have a future.
Well, he's 3-0 now with 3 knockouts. His last win, he had to win over Javier Rodriguez in the 4th round, but this one was brutal. Right hand, left hook, and the referee was going to start the count, and as he allowed him through the ropes, because of course it's a knockdown if you're hung up in the ropes, and you would have fallen down, and he certainly would have gone down, and then he staggered, and the ref, Stephen Blea, just said, no, that's it, and he did the right thing by stopping that fight, because you don't want to take a kid in his pro debut and get him beat up.
Right, and at first the referee was giving him a count and allowing him to see, but he could see that look in his face that he was out of it completely. And I don't believe this fight even went a minute. As you can see, it was Daranyi was able to reach him with jabs, and then he uncorked that big, powerful shot. 2 more shots. That left hook didn't do Marquez any good.
Well, the right hand set it up, Rich, and then the left hook. Oh, wow, look at that.
2 jabs, follow-up right cross, and then that last left hook.
I thought he was going to stop the fight right then and there, but he instead went and counted as if he went down. And then, of course, when Marquez staggered after he began the count, he stopped the fight, and rightly so. All right, big win for Daranyi. Here's Lupe Contreras for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout concludes with an official time of 41 seconds of the opening stanza. Your winner, by way of knockout, still undefeated, the Phenom, Zsolt Daranyi.
So a tough introduction to professional boxing for Luis Marquez. And, you know, Rich, you started to say before the fight really get going that I really wouldn't want to be Marquez going against a guy with a background of Zsolt Daranyi.
Yeah, and, you know, there was another Zsolt. Do you remember a few years ago, Zsolt Erdai, Colonel, who defeated Julio Gonzalez for a world championship? And this is the second, the coming back of a Zsolt. And I think that this Zsolt Daranyi bears watching in the future.
Well, we'll see plenty more of him on Top Rank Boxing. We'll be back with more action streaming live from Broomfield, Colorado momentarily. Stay with us, streaming toprank.com.